Well, I'm with the great Michael Gardner, the producer of the second On These Airwaves and the first On These Airwaves albums. And we're talking about the very last song on the album, Mike, Gone But Not Forgotten. And it has another name to it. Do you remember what that name is?
You just told me and I don't remember.
Yeah. Down But Not Out.
Down But Not Out.
Down
Yes.
But Not Out. So it's a very short instrumental song. And I remember how this came about. It was a long day of you and me in the studio. I don't think anybody else was there that day, and can't even tell you what we were working on. But I can tell you this: nothing went right.
Right.
Yeah, there was nothing no ideas that I came up with, or any playing that I had that was worth a hoot that day. It was just kind of one of those days. It's just right. Not every day is going to be.
You're going to have them.
Not every day is going to be magical, but. So I remember it was at the very end of the day where we're getting ready to call it a night, and I had this Telecaster in the bridge position, and it's tuned as follows: D A D G A E. That was the tuning that I had on this guitar versus standard tuning, which would be E A D G B E, right, low to high. And anyway, I think you had some delay, a long delay on it, and I went, and it was some long delay, I think, ping-ponging back and forth.
Yeah, panning.
Yeah, panning back and forth, and I went, I say, hey, Mike, record this. And again, it was a long delay. Just very simple, and then I think I went. And I think I played through that a couple of times. And that's very pretty. I just love the prettiness and the sound of that. And I don't think I even had to ask you. I think you grabbed a guitar, came into the studio, and played something over top of it. Just the most beautiful solo over top of that.
And both those were just first takes.
First takes, yeah.
I mean, we didn't compose anything except straight from our heart to the tape.
That's exactly
to
right.
the hard drive.
So a day where we had been there hours on hours and hours on end, where nothing happened. To me, all of a sudden, magic happened at the very end.
That was the gold nugget we were looking for.
And I like this also, Mike, because you and I had been involved in the first record and the second. And we were the constants. I mean, you and I were there the whole every time. And other wonderful musicians came and were a part of it, but it was you and me. And then for this song to spring out of us, I thought was appropriate. And I thought, this needs to be this is like the period or exclamation point to the end of this record. So let's listen to the beauty of Gone But Not Forgotten.
And let's reveal the story behind that.
Okay.
I mean, I always felt like it was a tribute to the drummer that we used on the previous album.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Curtis Richardson played drums on the previous album and is no longer with us.
That's right.
Passed. And it applies to the song or the record as well, you know.
Yeah.
Someone who's gone, but not forgotten.
Yeah.
Or down, but not out. So we're thinking about a fallen comrade, and we're also thinking about, where we are, with this record. And I think, just like Perfect Circle to me provided a little hope in this record.
Right.
I felt like this last song provided hope as well. Gone, but they're not forgotten, and they're down, but they're not out. And,
right. Well, he had heard me play something on the first album, and it was real. It was a song that I played kind of Allman Brothers guitar in.
Okay.
And he said, "Man, people just don't play like that anymore."
I remember that. Yeah.
And so that was my impetus for playing the few notes that I did. Was that he always liked when I played that way.
Mm. Yeah.
And it was, I wanted to give it to him, man.
Yeah. Well, we got to remember, the people that have been with us, and then those that are no longer with us, and never forget.
Yeah.
Never forget them. Yeah. So.
Fuck you, coronavirus. I'm shaking this man's hand.
That's right. Thank you.
I love you, brother.
Love you, brother.